The lawyer for Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice expects charges to be filed after a chain reaction crash over the weekend. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. Rice's attorney told reporters that Rice was behind the wheel of a luxury SUV that police say triggered a multi-vehicle crash on Central Expressway. But attorney and state Senator Royce West dodged answering questions about why Rice left the scene before police showed up, as is seen in these photos provided by TMZ. Fox 4's Blake Hansen is live at Dallas Police Headquarters with the latest. Blake.
Stephen, Heather, Rice's attorney says that he has been told that charges will be filed in this case. An attorney for one of the victims told me that he appreciates that Rice is trying to make it right, but that might not be easy. For the first time, representatives for Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice confirmed he was behind the wheel of a Lamborghini SUV Saturday, one of two speeding luxury vehicles that triggered a multi-vehicle crash on the Central Expressway. Rice met with the Dallas Police Department Wednesday.
Every question that was asked of him, he responded to the Dallas Police Department. And we will continue to cooperate with them in terms of this particular accident.
Police say after the crash, the people inside the luxury vehicles ran off without checking on anyone's injuries. Photos obtained by TMZ show people leaving the scene. Rice's attorney, State Senator Royce West, declined to answer multiple reporters' questions about why Rice took off.
It's a good question that's still being investigated, and I can't go into the particulars now.
But the fact that he walked away from the crash without checking on anyone, that's true.
Again, allow the investigation to kind of move forward.
Several of the victims of the crash have already retained attorneys. West says Rice will take care of those victims.
He's going to do everything in his power to bring their life back to as normal as possible in terms of injuries, in terms of property damages. He'll make certain that he is responsible for helping them to get through that particular part of this.
It was good to hear the senator today say that he was going to do right by everybody that was hurt. That is an unusual mark of honor in this world, especially in the injury litigation world.
Attorney Mark Lenahan is representing one of the victims in the crash. He says the facts of the case, including the number of victims and reckless nature, could make it costly.
It's a beautiful, honorable promise to say that he's going to do right and settle this, try to do right by everybody without litigation. He didn't say that. Implied without litigation. I don't know that he can do it. It's going to be very hard to do.
And by very hard, you mean very costly, right?
Yeah, and Mr. Rice is young. He's got one contract. It's more money than anybody pays me for a year, but it's not $1 bazillion.
Dallas police have not yet given a timeline on when there might be criminal charges. West says he has been told charges are coming in the case.
We're going to make certain that we're as transparent as we can in balancing out his constitutional rights, depending on what happens with this particular case, and also making certain that we take care of the victims' rights.
Rice was not at today's news conference, but his attorney expects that we will hear from him sometime soon.